have one hell of an interview.
Okay, one moment.
Credit, shit.
Okay, we started. Witam wszystkich na kanale Za Ciosem. Dzisiejszym moim gościem jest Jay Silva. Hello Jay, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. What's up, guys? I want to show you guys a prize. I got Marius right here on my wall getting me the day that I fought him in a couple hours notice. But, you know, I did better than Martella, though. You know, I said the whole 3 rounds. But, hey, what did I know?
What do you think about fight with Marius today and in this time?
As soon as the fight was over, I went straight to like I always do after every fight that I have, after every word that I have. You know, I like to congratulate my opponent, winning or losing in the cage, and I like to go behind the scenes. I like to go to their locker room and congratulate them again, or tell them thank you again for whatever happens. And that's what I did. Right after the fight is over, I went to Mario's locker room. I said thank you for the opportunity. I'm a big fan of Mario's. You know, I never was a dream fighting him, and I found it accomplished. And I asked him for one favor, to give me that rematch, because I didn't sleep. I got there. I wasn't supposed to fight him, and I took the fight doing a favor to Cass W, and that I want a rematch, that we can do it again and see this time who's the better man. And Marty's looked at my face and he said, no, I don't give rematch to the guys that I beat. So it's nothing but business. I understood this mentality. He's right. There was just a business deal. I lost it, and hey, but Marty's don't rematch anybody that he wins. No, you can tell me that Marty beat a guy and he rematched the guy. Tell me one guy that Marty did that.
James Thompson.
Because everybody told him that he lost the fight. That's when Cass-W got known, because when all over the world how shitty the fight was, that Marius won the fight, and they made the fight happen. Otherwise, tell me another one.
Shin McCork.
Come on, man. Mario don't rematch anybody that he beats. But yeah, that's what it is. And he's right. He's a business. Business is business, you know. He's a businessman. He's like Mayweather. He's a smart man. I want to be like him when I grow up one day. You know, it is what it is. But hey, you know, as a fighter, you always want to get the extra edge. And hey, you know, I got beat, but I don't feel like I got beat in that fight, because for somebody to take that fight the way I took that fight, not a lot of people would do it, but I done it because I wanted to save. I was trying to be a company man. I wanted to save Cass W. I wanted to save the show. So, you know, I put my neck on the line and a couple hours notice, and that's what it was. You there?
Yes, I there. You bring the fight with Mario a few hours ahead. You are in training in this time, 2017?
Nope. I wasn't training for fight. I wasn't doing anything. I was in the gym. I go to the gym every day, and I train once a day. But that's it. Just heat pads once in a while. I didn't spar. I didn't do anything. I was in training. I go to the gym and train. I lift weights, maybe. I hit the pads a little bit just to keep the body on point. But that's it. I was in training. I was in sparring. I was in running. I wasn't getting ready for fights. And the reason I went there to Dublin is because I talked to Martin, and we're supposed to fight, challenge Pujanowski to fight him in December. So it's like, come, Pujanowski gonna win this fight. When Pujanowski win the fight, you can step in the cage and challenge him to fight in December. So that was the whole point. Because I got in Dublin I got in Dublin the day of the weigh-ins. Because I didn't sleep. I flew 18 hours to Dublin because I just got my passport. I got in Dublin. I went to the weigh-ins, and then they told me, hey, you might fight. I was like, my fight. I was tired. I was like, okay, whatever. I went to the weigh-ins, all zoomed out. I did the face-off. I came back to the hotel, And then it was like, oh, we don't know if you're going to fight. We don't know. Let's just see it because Max Sweeney way into. We just waiting for Max Sweeney to approval. So, just to make sure that everything just covered the ends. I was like, okay, whatever. And then when I woke up, I got a phone call telling me like, okay, you're going to fight. I was like, what? I wasn't even trained. I was like, no. I thought I was going to fight him in December. But they came with such a good offer to me and promised me the world. Oh, we're going to be this if you help us. And we're going to do this for you. Or we're going to do that for you. You're going to make us good. And I was like, hey, I like to help people. I guess that being nothing but good to me. Hey, let me help them out and save the show. Win or losing, I'm not going to lose anything because by the end of the day, I'm going to help them. They're going to help me. The fans going to win. Everybody's going to win. And I'm going to have my revenge to come back and fight them again or fight somebody else and do all of that. So why not? Let me do that. That's what I was thinking. Stupid of me that Kestap don't give a fuck about nobody but the Polish fighters. About no fucking body. They for them it's just business. We all disposable. If you're not Polish, you're disposable. Not one foreign fighter still in KSW today. None. They come over there, they use us, and they kick us out. Not one fucking fighter, only one fight on KSW history that headlined it, and there wasn't Polish. Only one. Every single fight in KSW history, the headliners are always Polish fighters. Why? You don't see that happen in the UFC. You don't see that happen in Bellator. You don't see that happen anywhere else because the fighters make the organization. The organization don't make the fighters. But KSW is different. KSW make the fighters, and it's wrong. They rob us from something because they want to give it to their countrymen. I agree. Give it to your countrymen, but give a fair play. Let your countrymen fight for it. Don't just hand them the fucking cake and let them eat. Make them fight for the cake. Make them fight for whatever they want. And that's what KSW do. They wait until the last minute to give people fights so their fucking countrymen can always beat. But they got wrong. Sometimes they think they're going to bet on the guy to lose and the guy keep winning. My guess is going to be the greatest disappointment going to be Robert Solid. RoboCop destroyed everybody. And he went there in the last notice too to fight the champion. And he beat the champion. Yeah. Right? That's what happened. That was Roberto's story. He went there in a week notice to fight the champion. I remember because I was there. And I was like, Roberto, come down. That's when I met him. I was like, yo, I've been here for a long time. Take your time, man, because this is going to be everything for you. Take your time. Take your time. You're going to get there. You're going to win this fight. Just take your time. And Roberto, listen, he was so ready, so prepared. He got such a good team behind him. And he made history. He destroyed the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in KSW history, Mamed Khalidov. With all the respect, he destroyed Khalidov. Khalidov never been knocked out before in his life. He destroyed. And he's a welterweight. Khalidov is a middleweight. He destroyed fucking Martella. Next thing, all he got to do now is go and fight Pujanowski. If he fight Pujanowski and beat Pujanowski, Roberto is in a different planet. He just destroyed KSW. So KSW can't have Roberto no more. I don't know what they're going to do with Roberto because he's destroying everybody. Everybody. And he's a welterweight. He's not even a heavyweight or middleweight or nothing. And he's destroying everybody. He knocked out Martella. He knocked out Mamed Khalidov. Two of the hardest guys to put it away. I mean, Martella is not a hard guy to put away. Everybody know Martella is one-trick pony. You just got to study his fight and see what he does. He liked to stand up for the first few rounds. As soon as he got touching his chin, he goes to the takedowns and try to submit you. That's what Martella does. Martella only got one hand. Only one hand. If you take the hand away from him, same thing. We just got to study fights. But guess that we fuck a lot of people over, man. That's not fair.
I remember your 3 fights with Michał Materla and your knockout.
You know why? The first fight was the same thing. I got the fight in 1 week notice. I didn't even know what KSW was. Krzysztof Szyszewski told me that's the biggest show in Europe. You got to fight for them. And I was like, what? 1 week to fight this guy? I have no clue who Martella was. I was like, fuck it, I'll fight. I lost 30 pounds in a week to make that fight, to make the walk. I walk in there, and I give him a fucking pretty good run for that fight. I thought I won the fight, personally, but they give it to him. Kudos to him. But the fight was so good that we break and we make history that the fans want that fight again. It wasn't me. It was the fans that asked for that fight again because they didn't believe that Martella won that fight. So they wanted to see again. So they asked me if I wanted to do it, getting ready for the fight. I was like, okay, I'll get ready for the fight. I'll fight again. And we went and did all the press tour and everything. And I told Martella, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out of that fight. He was like, okay. He was cocky. And I went there and I knocked him out. Boom. And the third fight, what happened? How can I fight the champion and don't get the belt? How are we going to make 185 and we're going to fight for no belt? That means it's a fucking bullshit. KSW is losing all the credits that they got. They losing it. So they have to make it on a third fight. They didn't want to. Martella didn't want to lose his belt. That's why he didn't put his belt on the line. Otherwise, I would have been the champion. I would have been the middleweight champion. I thought I was the champion anyway. I just beat the fucking champion, so I'm the champion. Even though I don't got the belt, I don't need the belt. He can't say the belt. That's why he couldn't fight anybody but me. And he fought me. You know what? The third fight, I still think I got the edge, but you can go both ways. I'm not going to be here sitting here and know I won the fight. Maybe the third fight, he might beat me on points, maybe on the third round, because I knocked him down 2 times. I knocked down is considered a 10-8 round, and I did pretty good for myself. But hey, you never know what the Polish judges are watching or what the judges are watching. Not Polish, just you don't know what the judges are watching. So that's what it was. That's why I campaigned so much to bring referees from different countries, to bring judges from different countries. I was the one who bringing all the noise with KSW, because before me start talking all that shit that I talk, KSW wasn't like that. I was the first one to say, hey, we got to get paid more. Hey, you got to bring judges from a different country to judge the fights. Hey, you got to bring refs from different countries because the ref in this country only goes for the fucking countryman. What the fuck? I was the one who said that. And they changed it because I said it. And now what? But nothing really changed. It's still almost the same thing. They brought one ref from here, one judge from there, one judge from there. But guess what? The system's still corrupt. It's a corrupt fucking system. That's why, MMA, I loved MMA my whole life. Now I'm not in love with MMA. I love it, but I'm not in love. I can live without it because it's so much politics, it's so much bullshit that he's not even fighting anymore. He's all about making money. And making money for who? For the right people, not even for the fighters. It's for the right people. And it's fucked up.
Do you have now any contact with Martin or Maciek?
Hell, all the time. I signed the contract. My last fight was with Pujanowski. Before I fight for Pujanowski, I signed a 4-fight deal with them. 4-fight deal. And that 4-fight deal that they give me, they put a date that expired. So when I wanted to fight, oh, we don't have fight for you, don't have fight for you, don't have fight for you. Next thing I know, they found the fight for me. Oh, your contract is over. How the fuck my contract is over? You guys never had a fight for me. Okay, let's negotiate and get a new contract. We negotiated, we got a new contract. They put in the same fucking 1-year contract. Every time I ask them for a fight, oh, we don't have fight for you, don't have fight for you. They give me Mikhail Kita to fight, and I fucking injured my knee. I almost had a surgery in my knee. I told them, they didn't believe me. I got the disc right here to prove it. I tore my ACL. I got everything to prove it, and I showed them. I sent the doctor's letter. I was about to get surgery, but the doctor told me, if you do surgery, the recovery time is going to take way longer. So maybe don't do surgery and don't train. Stay a couple months without it, and you're going to be okay, Jay. You're going to rehab on your own. That's what I did, and guess what? I lost the fight. Somebody else took the fight. He beat me, Kita, and all good. When I got back on my feet, started training again, I called them. No fight for you, no fight for you. I call them every fucking day. Hey, let me fight. Hey, I'm here. Hey, let me fight. They never have a fight for me. Last time I talked to Martin, you know what Martin told me?
Yes.
You're too old to fight. I'm too old. What do you mean I'm too old? Oh, since COVID that you don't fight. It's been 2 or 3 years that you don't fight. So you need to get a fight before somewhere and then come fight. I was like, what the fuck is you talking about? My contract was with you. Honor your fucking contract. Oh, you're too old. Okay, Next thing I know, he's putting the new guy. He's just trying the new guy to fight again. What is his name? The guy full of tattoos.
Marcin Różal.
Yeah, he's fucking old as fuck. They don't fight, and he's fighting. Fucking Pudzianowski's older than me. He's still fighting. Like all the Polish motherfuckers, old as fuck. They can stay not fighting for 5 years, 3 years. Whenever they want to fight, they come back and fight. How come I didn't fight because of COVID and because of my knee? Now that I'm good, I'm too old to fight. But this Magic guy didn't fight for a couple of years, come back and he's fighting again. The guy that fought, I think he fought Pudzianowski. The guy that is a commentator.
Łukasz Jurkowski, Juras.
He don't fight for a long time. He just decided that you wanted to fight. They put him in there and he fought Pudzianowski. What the fuck? And me, that I'm in my prime, still fighting every day, still going to the gym and training with the best, and I'm calling them for a fight. They don't have a fight for me. That's bullshit. If I was Polish, if I was white and Polish, maybe they'll give it to me because I got a pretty good following in Poland. That's what I don't understand. I have so many fans in Poland, so many support system in Poland. People always, it's the best place for me, honest. Polish is one of the best places I ever been. The first time I was there with Martella, they hated me. But after this fight, they love me because they know I'm real. I tell how it is. I don't give a fuck. And they like how real I was. So my fan base in Poland, I'm one of the only foreign fighters in Poland that have a lot of following still to this day. So I don't understand. They can put me against anybody in Poland that my fans would have come there and paid to see it. But I can get no fights. Every time I call to get to fight, oh, I don't have a fight for you. Oh, nobody want to fight you. Oh, no. I was like, what the fuck? They wanted to negotiate my own fights. They want me to go get fighters and bring it to KSW so they can negotiate. Oh, ask the fighters if you want to fight you. Ask how much they want. And then if we like how much he says, then we're going to sign them to fight you. What kind of shit is that? So now I'm the promoter, the fighter, the manager. So I'm everything. It's fucking bullshit, man. I mean, KSW really, it's fucking it up a lot, man. It's just, I used to have so much love and respect for the organization. I still do. I love Martin as a friend. He's a great friend. He's a great human being. But as a promoter, man, I don't know, man. I don't like him as a promoter. I love him as a friend. That's the difference. You know, when you become friends with somebody and you have to work with them, it's all this shit. You cannot mix friendship and business. That never goes together. So when I try to mix that together, it's never go right. And that's why I am in the position that I am. I can't get no fucking fights with nobody. Nobody never want to fight me. And I'm too old to fight and got this Magic guy fighting. I'm like, I'll fight this motherfucker. I'll be sign me up. You know, I'll fight Martella again. Martella retired and came back to fight. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? How come the Polish fighters always, whenever they want to fight, always get fights? Other everybody else in Poland, the only person that I'm going to take my head off is Pudzianowski, because Pudzianowski does put a lot of people sitting to watch the fights. Pudzianowski does bring a lot of revenue to KSW. Pudzianowski, my man Khalidov, those two guys, I know for a fact they bring a lot of eyes to KSW. But other than that, tell me, Martella is not that special. Martella is, I don't see no other fighter but Pudzianowski and my man Khalidov bringing that much revenue to KSW, especially Pudzianowski. Everybody else they just disposable. I understand about Pudzianowski, and Pudzianowski proven himself a lot. He used to be the strongest man, and now he's fighting real fighters. He's beating real legitimate guys now. The knockout for Martella, I mean, come on. Martella is a little stupid. I don't understand what the fuck he was thinking about the game plan, but it's just he's not a fucking heavyweight. He's not a he thought he could be me. That's what he thought. Oh, J. Silva fought Pudzianowski. I can go there and fight Pudzianowski too. But I'm way more athletic than Martella is. Martella is not an athletic fighter. You know, he's too stagnant. You cannot fight a fucking big heavyweight guy with a power like Pudzianowski. Stand in front of him. You can't stand in front of him. If you would have watched my fight with Pujanowski, he followed the game plan, he probably would have won. But he didn't. He thought he could have stand there and take the big punch. Come on, man. Nobody can take the big punch. Nobody can. I don't care who you are. That's why I moved to heavyweight, because heavyweight is a risk. Or either kill or be killed. If one, I don't care who you are, but one little punch, if he touch you, you're going to go to sleep. So you got to be extra aware of everything that's going on in there. So
I want to see you in KSW, because I think you are beat top fighters in heavyweight now, because you are now a natural heavyweight. Materla is a middleweight.
It took me 3 to 4 years to be a heavyweight. I took that time off from everything from my life to build myself up, to get used to the heaviness of my body, to train with heavyweight guys, to feel that experience before I fought Pujanowski. And when I fought Pujanowski, I was still going through the process. But we already 2 years that I didn't fight anybody because I wanted to get used to the weight. Because you got to be smart. You can just bulk up from one training camp to the other and fight those big guys. Because it's no matter if you're big, what matters is how fast you can do. Pujanowski is strong, but if I'm faster than him, power and speed, which one is going to be? Speed every day. If I have way more speed than you and you got power, you're always going to try to catch up with me. That's what I did to Pujanowski. I move. When I started in front of him and tried to beat him, he couldn't react because it was like, oh, fuck, you know? But I would have stayed in front of him because I was too fast for him. And that's what all these heavyweights, they are 9 out of 10 times, the heavyweights in there, I'll beat them because they're all fucking slow. They're all slow. They don't have all the tools that they need to be like a really fucking tough, well-rounded heavyweight. I mean, I don't see it. I just don't see it. Even Phil the Fries, that the reigning champion, I don't see anything special with that guy.
You think beat Phil the Fries now?
I would. No doubt about it. I don't see anything special with that guy. What he does. Tell me one thing that he does that he's amazing.
Phil the Fries have a good wrestling only.
Yeah, that's it. You see him throwing fly knees, crazy punches. Do you see him knocking people down? No. He just stays there. He just stays in there. He's a tough guy. He stays in there. And when he takes you there to the ground, he stays in the ground and he holds you down. That's all, because he's a heavy guy. But guess what? Because he didn't find a guy that can move. That when he gets to the ground can move. When I did with Marta, Pujanowski is a big, strong fucking guy. And I didn't train for that fight. But every time he took me to the ground, I came back up. I was like, fuck that, because I'm going to die here. But that's what those heavyweight guys that feel he's used to fight, do it. As soon as he take them to the ground, they stay in there. They're like, oh, fuck, okay. They settle for it. And you cannot settle for position. If you settle, you're dead. Because I don't see anything special on that heavyweight fucking KSW champion. The heavyweight champion, don't. Tell me the heavyweight champion in UFC, we know he's special. He ain't got no touch you, you go to sleep.
Yeah, Ngannou have a feel of power. Punch.
He got a lot of power. Ryan Bader, he's special. He got a power. He touched Fedor, he went to sleep. Okay? Tell me, a lot of heavyweights in the champions in the other organizations, they got something special. Tell me what Phil the Fries got is special. Tell me.
Phil the Fries lose all fighters in UFC.
Yeah, and most of this fight is boring. Every time I watch that fight, I want to turn it off. It's boring because he stays in there. He's weathered the storm. I think one of the fights he even got rocked a couple times. I don't know who did he fought that he got rocked a couple times. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna lose that fight. But he's not special. I call him out a whole bunch of times on my social media. I was like, hey, you're the champion right now. You can make the rules. You can tell who you want to fight. Let's fight. He never answered me. He pretend that he don't know me. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. This is a champion. I mean, if I was a champion, I would answer to whatever I want to answer. You know, it would be up to me. But still, it's not that special. It's not that special. Nobody, the only person right now, at this moment, right now in KSW that is special is Robert Soledad.
Robert Soldin is a very...
RoboCop is special.
Yes.
This is the only person right now that is special to me in that the whole roster, from heavyweight to bantamweight to featherweight, is the only person that I see it. I don't see anybody out there that's doing shit that Roberto is doing. Nobody.
I think Marian Żółkowski, lightweight champion, is a very smart and technical fighter.
And tough. That's a tough dude. Very tough dude. I like him. To be honest with you, I like him. I wouldn't mind fighting him either. I don't see anything special. I think he got power, if I recollect a little bit of his thing, but I just don't see him that special either, man. He's a smart fighter. He knows how to win the fights. He knows how to sit in there. You know, he fought for the heavyweight belt twice, but he came up short. But other than that, yeah. But tell me, who else is that special against W right now? Who else that they said he's fighting, if people are going to turn the TV so quick to go watch, other than Mariusz Pudzianowski?
Mariusz Pudzianowski is a very media
that's
person.
It. But yes. Who else? Who else they're going to put it out there? They're going to fight. I don't know if a lot of people want to watch Martella fight anymore. Me personally, I love Martella. I think Martella, I mean, we have our wars, and, you know, he made me who I am today. I made him who he is today. But after that knockout with Pudzianowski, I would consider myself retiring. If Pudzianowski would have knocked me out like that, and Roberto would have knocked me out like that, at welterweight and the heavyweight, I would think twice. I would be like, I don't know about this, man. You know, I think that's not for me. If I fight and I feel like a guy got the better of me really good, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's time for me to go somewhere else. That's not time for me to get punched in the face anymore. So I think it's that time for Martella. And I told him, man, Martella, let's do it for the 4th time, man. Heavyweight, you and me. People love us. Hater love us. People would have turned me. I'll bet anything people would turn to watch that fight. And I told them, the winner takes all. If I lose, you never see me. I'll retire right there on the spot. I put my gloves, I bow to you, and you're done. I'm done. I'm going home. I'll never fight again. But if you lose, you do the same thing. Just retire and go off to the sunset with your family now. You don't. I think you got too much. You got some money now. You don't need to fight anymore. He's all right, you know. So it was the same thing. I was trying to get a fight with Bedorf for so long.
Karol Bedorf is retired
for
some years.
He decided to retire. When I call him out, he decided to retire. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
He has any business. He has any business. Good money.
Okay, well, he's smart because he knew that he can't take punches anymore. What the fuck am I doing? If you're not there to fucking get punched in the face, it's time to get out. You gotta be out. That's what he did. He's a smart guy, you know. And kudos to him. Props to him. Congratulations. He's a smart man that make a good decision. And you know what? It is what it is. But I would love to fight. I love to fight like the pioneers of KSW. I got to fight Martella. He's not a pioneer in my book. We made each other pioneers of the sport because KSW can't mention Martella without Jay Silva. He don't go. He don't go together. You gotta eat. They go together. They cannot mention, Martella is a legend without Jay Silva because I put him as a legend status. I showed how tough he was in my first fight with him. Mamed Khalidov. I asked to fight Mamed Khalidov for years too. I was like, hey, I got so much respect for Mamed. I think he's a great human being. He's a great fighter. He's explosive guy, so special. But time and age catches up to all of us. So, and there was way back in the days, I asked to fight Mamed Khalidov. I asked to fight Pudzianowski way back in the days. I got a picture that when I fought Martella for the 3rd time, me and Pudzianowski facing off, playing around, facing off from years and years ago. And it came to Ferocious, and finally I got to fight this guy. So I wanted to fight the legends. That's why I asked for Bedorf. I asked for this old guy with the tattoo, what his name is. Gruda, whatever. I'm asking for the guys that put the KSW known. I want to fight those guys. I want to fight those guys that the fans going to get out of their house to go watch watch the fight, because that's the guys that I want to fight. I don't want to fight these new guys that coming up, like, from anywhere, just fight me here and there. No, I want to fight. Let me fight the fucking pioneers. Martin, give me the fucking old Warriors or whatever the fuck his name is. Fucking, I'll fight him. He's a striker. I'm a striker. Nobody gonna go to the ground. He's a guarantee fireworks right there. Let me fight that guy. No. Let me fight somebody. No, they never have fights on me. Never, ever, ever, ever. They never have fights on me. They give me another contract. I sign the contract. I think the contract is over again. 1 year, full fight deals, 1 year contract. And that 1 year, they never give me a fight. Next thing I know, your contract is over. Why is it my contract is over? I didn't fulfill my contract. You guys didn't give me the fights. How come my contract is over? That's bullshit. You guys told me, they promised me the world. When I fought Pujanowski, you have no idea. They promised me the world because Pujanowski was about to not fight in Dublin. They were counting on Marius to fight McSweeney on Dublin. So there was the biggest fight and didn't have anybody to fight him. And I said, okay, I'll do it. I saved the promotion. They say they're going to pay me good money. They're going to resign it for me. They're going to do this and that. What happened to Jay Silva? There was a fuck you to Jay Silva. Like, fuck you. You're not a Polish guy. You're another black guy from somewhere. Fuck you. You ain't getting shit. And that's what happened to me. And I feel violated. I'm like, fuck, I try to help the company. I try to do whatever they ask me to do. And for them to kick me out like that, that's fucked up, I didn't have to do the favor for them, but I did it because on good faith, they thought they're going to do the same thing for me. But they never did. They never did anything for me. And took me all this time to realize, took me years to get here to realize that KSW is fucked up. They still only care about the foreign fighters. And they told me a long time ago that they don't care about who's the champion. They only care about being more versatile, having champions from different from different countries and this and that. But it's bullshit. Because if it was if there was the case, they'll make fucking main events from guys from different countries. They'll make a card that 1 or 2 Polish fighters in it. They'll put more the diverse in there. Make people really, if the MMA is getting so popular in Poland, they'll make MMA like popping like everywhere else. Look at the fucking light heavyweight champion. What is his name? From Poland that just won. They just lost the belt to Glover.
Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz. You see, he goes and headline fight cards everywhere in the world, and he's Polish. And he comes over here to the U.S., he headlines here, he headlines somewhere else. That's what it's all about. It's about the fights. It's not about the promotion, where the promotion is based. It's about the fighters. It's about the fight. That's what's going to make you become something else. But KSW is thinking about their own pockets. They want to make all the money for themselves. They want to keep the money in Poland. And it is what it is, but it's fucked up. Because once every fucking fighter, every foreign fighter realized that they're only being used, all those contracts that they signed for KSW, it's only for one fight deal and they're only being used, nobody's going to do that anymore. Nobody. They're going to be like, you know what, fuck this, and they're going to be out. And KSW going to end up losing. But the problem with MMA fighters, we're not united yet like that. We don't talk and we don't have the union, If we did have a union, there would be a lot of fucked up shit happening, But so far, it is what it is. But it's just fucked up, man. I'm just really hurt and sad by KSW's actions, man, because I have so much faith in KSW. I believe in them so much. And I was a company man for them for so long. For them to do what they did to me after the Marius fight was really, really fucked up. And until today, every time I call Martin and I call anybody there, they never have anybody for me. But next thing I know, I got this old guy coming out of the retirement, getting a fight. And it's like, where does that come from? He ain't fight for a long time too. Why is he don't have hard time finding fights and I have hard time finding fights? You know, why is he so special? Because he's Polish and you're not Polish. And he put people sitting down in there to watch the fights, and you don't. You know what? I don't. I'm gonna agree and disagree. He might be well known than me in Poland, but if they put me with the right fight, I don't know who's gonna be more watched, my fights or his fights. You know, because
This tattoo guy, Rujal, fight next week in Toronto in non-MMA, in K1, in small gloves.
you see,
Yes,
it's,
this is a
it's
special
K1.
rule.
So I thought he's fighting KSW. Was it KSW?
Yes, in the next week in Toronto, KSW 71, Rujal, this tattoo guy, non-fight with Zimmerman in MMA. This is fighting Kaeden with MMA gloves.
Come on, this don't make any sense. I'm like, because he's a striker. So they give him a guy that is a striker too,
Yes.
to go over there. But this guy, they probably signed a contract for him. Oh, we're going to give you a big contract, full fight deal. You fight this guy, and if you win, you can go fight the winner or the champion, this and that. He's going to get there. He's going to get beat. Or if he's lose, he only got one way to win. You got to knock him out. If he don't get knocked out, if he don't get knocked the guy out, he's going to lose the fight. When he loses this fight, what's what happen? Bye-bye. You ain't coming back. We don't have no need for you. Look at the black guy, the Polish black guy from Nigeria. What is his name?
Polish black guy, Izu Ugonoch.
He's doing shit. He's about to get kicked out now too. And he's Polish. Look, everywhere they invested it so much in that guy. They thought he's going to be the next big thing. And look what happens to him.
Yes, he lose 2 fights.
He loses the fights. He started so good, boom, and he just freezes. And KSW had a lot of plans for that guy. I know KSW, and I know stories that KSW had a lot of good things planned for that guy. But he keep fucking himself up because he's supposed to be the greatest boxer and the good all of that, and you know, karate and all that kung fu shit. But this shit ain't working in KSW, man. People are smart. Take your fucking ass down, and that's it. And what's gonna happen now? I know next thing, I guess that we're gonna ask Roberto to fight him.
In next week, Jay, in KSW, we have other professional boxer debut, Artur Szpilka.
Come on, man. Why they put in those fights for?
I don't know.
Why they put in all this? What's the point of bringing all this legends from other sports to KSW for? All the Polish. Why can't they go bring some other fighters, some other legitimate MMA fighters to fight those boxers? Look, they want to do a super fight, a boxer versus MMA. Do it like they're doing right now, like every promotion doing it. You know? Why they don't do that? Why they doing like Polish versus Polish or boxing versus MMA? Like you know, that's what it's fucking up. That's what is fucking up the organization, man. I'm telling you, I never heard about Fame. It's another organization in Poland, but now it looks like it's getting bigger.
Yes.
KSW was the biggest of the biggest. Was no bigger than KSW. And looking like KSW, because KSW becoming so close-minded and so on their own with the Polish fighters that Fame is getting bigger than them now. It's taking off because they don't give a fuck. They want to put fights. They want to make sure that the public watch the fights. And so they taking off from KSW slowly. And KSW was the biggest productions, the biggest show I ever fought in my whole entire life, bigger than UFC, bigger than Bellator, bigger than anything. And look like now, because they so close-minded, they want to put all the Polish fighters fighting and everybody else is a fuck you, that they losing the market, like they losing to Fame.
Fame is a freak fighting organization, and on the last time in Poland, freak fight federations beat sport federations. Do you have any contact or other federation, MMA or freak, from Poland, Jay?
No. I want to fight for Fame. I want to go there. Sign me up.
Norman Park fights in Fame.
Norma?
Yeah, he's fighting in Fame. Norman Park, he's 3 fights in freak fight federations.
How you see? That's the beauty. They put in fight. They just want people fighting. Why can't that be still the same shit? You know? It took me a long time to realize all that, but now I realize now I'm not even going to get hurt anymore. Now I know exactly what's going on. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. I already got in my wall of fame, the big man right here. So I'm happy. You know, I can retire.
Can you watch a second wallpaper for our fans?
Yeah, of course. That's when I jumped knee, you know.
Yes,
so
yes.
This picture's gonna go to the that picture's gonna go to the, you know, and I got, of course, right here, I got CB Delaware getting punched in the face. You know.
You are in middleweight.
Yeah, that was middleweight, you know. But that's the fights that meant something to me. Pujanowski, of course, is a legend on every he's a legend on this sport, you know. Guinness Book, whatever, you know. I had to put him in there, and this was my very first fight in the UFC. Well, in one day, a week notice fight, and I did pretty good. So, you know, that's the only 2 fights that really stick to me. Every time I look at it, that's the fights that brought something to me. I'm like, yeah, a 1 week notice, about 17-hour notice. That's all it is about. Short notice fights for me, you know. And when it's short notice, even without training, I still show the best of me. Winning or losing, I lost in KSW, I win in KSW. You never see me in a boring fight. There's no such thing. Either kill or be killed. I go there, either you're gonna knock me out or I'm gonna try to knock you out. Either or. But we're not gonna stand in there. Well, Mario was a good fight too. I give Mario hell. I was trying to get him out of there. I was this close, but I wasn't patient. If I was patient, and if I had a little bit of a training camp, if I would run a week, I promise you, I would have get Mario out of there, you know. But it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. I'm happy with the outcome, and you know, it wasn't my fight to be in the first place. But hey, it is what it is. But KSW, man, they gotta change shit. They gotta change shit, man. They gotta give other fighters opportunities and chances, like not just like the Polish fighters, you know. If they keep doing that, at one point, every other fighter from every other country gonna be like, you know what, fuck you guys. You know, I want more money to fight one time for you guys, and it is what it is. And I want to see, and all they're gonna have left is the old legend guys. They're gonna have to call Martella again out of retirement. They're gonna have to bail Martella out of jail again to come fight, you know, and bring Mamed and bring Marius and bring the George Bush, whatever his name is, and bring all those motherfucking legends, because they're gonna be left with nothing. With nothing, man. Like I don't see any other big card that they can put it right now that's gonna turn so much attention to KSW. I don't see it. I honestly don't see it. I'm only watching fights that I know the fighters they're gonna fight. I only watched the last fight because I know Pujanowski was gonna fight Martello. That's why I only watched that KSW fight. Last time I watched was when Roberto was fighting Mamed. Because, you know, that's the fights that I think is gonna be good. Every other single KSW fight, I don't even watch it because it doesn't matter. They're all boring. The heavyweight champion is boring as hell. And why the heavyweight champion takes so long to fight? There's so many guys out there. There's so many contenders. They don't even have rankings of contenders in KSW. They just pull people out. Hey, come fight. Hey, come fight. Hey, come fight.
Todd Duffy wanna fight with Phil the Fright. I ride with him. Todd Duffy.
Oh, Todd Duffy?
Yes. He wanna fight a second fight with Phil the Fright in KSW, because in Phil's fight Todd Duffy knocked out feel the fries in UFC.
Yeah. The fries is not special, man. I'm telling you, that guy's not special. It's not special. I believe if I fight him, he wouldn't take me down and he wouldn't knock me out. And I promise you, I'll definitely win that fight by knockout because he's a pretty guy to study. He's a lot of guys like the fries in the gym that are tough, good wrestlers, D1 wrestlers, that as long as you stop the takedown and know what they do, he don't throw a lot of kicks. You know, he's not a kicker. He's a puncher and a wrestler and going to try to submit you. So he's a pretty good game. If you become a student of the game and learn about what those guys doing, he's a pretty good fucking solid fights. And that's why I thought that Martella would do good. I really thought that Martella would do good with Pujanowski. I was like, you know, Martella saw my fight with Pujanowski. He knows everybody knows what Pujanowski's weaknesses are. And you know, and Martella, he used to be skinnier, but he probably would be a little faster. But he wasn't fast. He was slow. And he's standing right in front of Mario. What is he doing standing in front of Mario?
Matera don't have a good plan. Matera don't have a good plan in fight.
That wasn't a good plan.
Fight Mario because you are speed. You are move in octagon. But Matera, you have a good fight plan. Which fight? Which Marius? Because you are speed.
Because I was fast. I was moving.
Yes, you are move. Yes.
Pujanowski was like this. He was like, when I went and talked to Pujanowski, I was like, what happened? He's like, you're too fast, man. You didn't stop. You need to stop. You're too fast. You can't stop in front of a fucking train. A train's going to demolish you. So I knew it. The first 2 rounds, you move. After that, we're going to go toe-to-toe. Because I already knew I was losing the fight because he kept taking me down. That I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Either let me knock him out, but I'm going to go straight in front of him. And I waited for exactly. I put it on my Instagram, exactly the fight, because how Martella got knocked out is how Marius wanted to knock me out. He threw that big loopy overhand, and then if you don't react after that, you fought. He's gonna keep coming as a bully. He threw that one, I blocked it, and then I went forward, and he started backing out. He didn't have an answer for me. And Martella, he got the loop. He didn't block, got a stunt, and then he's going to say they're waiting for the next punch. Come on. And Marius, I mean, I love Marius. I love Marius. I never had anything bad to say about the Marius Pujanowski. I love him. But Marius, don't put – he got really, really good right now. He got good. But one thing that every single fight that I don't see from Marius, he put in combinations. Marius throw 1 punch at a time. He don't put 3 punches at a time, 2 punches at a time. He don't throw a jab cross. He only throw a big ass loop, overhand, a jab. He don't put punches together. You know, he threw one and then he threw a uppercut. Come on, 1 punch at a time, and you're gonna let those punches hit you? I don't know. I think Martella is still in the hospital, man, because that shit was heavy. That was a heavy punch, man. I didn't want to be him. When I saw that, I felt sorry for him. I hope that he recovered. Even though I don't, it's not like I don't like the guy. I just think that he's a little bit of a piece of shit because how we fought and how he reacted towards me, you know. But I don't wish any any real bad will to nobody. So I hope that he's doing good and he got his family next to him, because after a fight like that, you need a really good support system, because that fight can fuck with your head big time, especially him being the person that he is and the ego that he always has from everybody else. You know, I'm concerned about that guy. He needs to be with people that love him and, you know, and knows that it's just a fight. Because a few fights ago, he retired, that I saw it, that him retiring, and now he's coming back for that. I don't know. But, you know, even Martin was, when the knockout was when Marius knocked him out, I saw Martin looking like, what the fuck? What we do now? Like, his face expression sometimes looked like Dana White. I was like, oh shit, you know? But hey, it is what it is. That's the fight business, man. But those guys always going to be around. They're going to take another year off, a couple months off. They're going to come back on a fight. They're going to give him a fight. you know, and the Polish guys, you guys, the consumers gonna keep paying to see that shit. And you guys are the ones who make us our lives a little harder, because if you guys like, fuck that, we're not gonna watch this motherfucker fight another Polish guy or fight another foreign for the foreign not to get anywhere. What the fuck is the point? Just make this organization straight for Polish fighters, and no fucking foreign fighter come over here, and let's see who the baddest Polish fighter is. That's what it should be. The baddest Polish fighters, MMA. That's the organization KSW need to transform. KSW for Polish fighters only, and see who the best heavyweight in Polish are, who the best middleweight, who the best welterweight, lightweight, bantamweight, everybody. Let's see who's the best, because right now they don't know. I mean, my man was the number one for a long time, but now after Roberto, I don't know what he stands now, what his stats are. You know, I'm gonna assume that he declined a little bit. You know, not too much, but a little bit, because he did fight a welterweight guy, even though they fought at 85 pounds. But so I don't know how he was the number one middleweight in Europe for a long time. He was the GOAT for a very, very long time. He was like the Musashi of Europe.
Yes, Imperator Gegard Musashi.
Yeah, he was like bigger than Musashi. My man was. So, but right now I don't know. I respect that guy a lot. You know, I respect all the fighters in Poland. The only fighter that I don't respect, I respect him. I just don't have any love for it. Is Martella. Every other fight in there, you know, I respect them all. And you know, it is what it is. It's just a fight game. You know, we just gotta promote ourselves and do ourselves what we gotta do to promote our fights. But KSW is fucking it up, man. He's fucking it up. I don't know what's wrong with those people, man. I got another contract right here somewhere. It's about to be over, this contract now. I don't even know why I signed it, because I just signed it, and I'm like, okay, can we do something about it? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna fight. And then yeah, we're gonna do it. I was a year contract right here, KSW. Let me show you how long this contract is supposed to be over.
This is contract for 2017 year, yes?
No, this is the one that I just signed now, like last year or something. 2000. Look, March 2008, 21.
2021, yes.
Let's see, 2021, right? When this contract is over. This is another one. This is the 2014. This is a long one. This is the most recent one. I signed in 2021, right? Mm-hmm. What did I fight Pujanowski? Was it 2021?
2017 you fight with Pujanowski.
17, right?
Yes.
So this is now from 2017 to 2021 that they didn't give me a fight. So the contract expired. So I signed this one now, the recent one. They give it 2021. It's 2022. I haven't fight. And I'll tell you when this contract's gonna be over. It's probably over already, but they put it in small prints, because I was like, how the fuck my contract is over? They was like, well, your contract expired somewhere, but it's somewhere right here that says when the contract is over. But I will tell you right now, because they always, and it's 2022 already. And before was like all the COVID shit going on. Not COVID. Now that the COVID is going away, still nothing. Rules, almost there. Fight pay. Okay. Good fight pay. Not that good, but you know, it's okay. We got it to the fight pay. Hold on. We're gonna get there. I wanna show you guys how fucked up is this. Like April 28th between Jay Silva. Passport. fuck is? What the hell is this?
Maybe our interview alive you in Poland and KFW call to you to fight.
Huh?
Maybe our today interview alive you in Poland and KFW call you to fight.
I don't believe KSW no more, man. They already fucked up all. I don't believe anything. I want to finish my contract. They should have honored me. At least give me one more fight for my troubles with Pujanowski, you know, for taking the fight in short notice and fight Pujanowski in Dublin. Wasn't even in fucking Poland, was in Dublin to save the promotion, you know? But they don't even give me the fucking decency to fucking finish my contract that they gave it to me. Oh, termination of agreement. In my termination agreement following the release, fathers 3. Oh, shit, is it Polish or something? Should have been this page right here. I don't know, but I know this final previews. Okay.
Kita lose fight which Prassel, Omielańczuk lose fight which Prassel, and these fighters have same year, 40 over 40 year. That I think you make a fight with Kita or Omielańczuk. This is a very good fight. Legend fighters.
All right, 6.1. The fighter has. I mean, it doesn't say, but I know this contract is already over. I can't find it right now, but I know it's over somewhere because I know KSW always talk me over. So I'm not going to. I'm not even gonna believe that this shit is like good because I know it's not good. Yeah, this is my contract from 2021. So I think it was a year contract, 2021. We're in 2022, April. So it's been a year now, a year and some change. So it's over. I think KSW only give you a year contract. So my contract is over. I got 2 contracts that expired. 2. Because the KSW didn't give me a fight. Not because I didn't want to take a fight. I took a fight. But they never had a fight for me. And when they did have a fight for me, I got injured. And it is what it is. And I couldn't fight. So I keep it right here on my desk, my office, to remind me to read the contract before I do anything. Because KSW always got a way to fuck people up. So, but you know, we live and we learn. I learned a lot from this experience from KSW. They show me how to be a man. They show me how to be a businessman. They show me how to, you know, understand the side of the business and the side of the fighters. And you know, I learned a lot from Pujanowski. Actually, he's a very, very, very great person. He's actually a friend of mine. We talk here and there on Instagram. I have nothing but respect for the guy. And I told him actually before the fight, I told him, you're gonna knock him out. This fight in the last fight, when he fought Bombardier, I told him, you're gonna knock him out. He was like, watch, you don't know. I'll be working on my punches. You'll see, Jay. I'm gonna knock him out. I was like, I hope so. And he did it. I was like really surprised. I know, you know, I knew he's gonna do it. And the Martella, I told him the same thing. I was like, listen, Martella only got one hand. If you take the hand away from him, you don't have anything else. You way too heavy for him to be taking you down and to do all that. So, you know, and when I saw Martella going to the scale and try to be a tough man in the weigh-ins and stuff like that, I'm like, come on, man. This is a fight. The fight is not today. He was trying to show that he was like, that he put muscle, that he was solid. He was soft. He was all fat. He didn't get time to get used to moving with that weight. He didn't shoot for takedown. He didn't do anything. Like, I don't think he even punched Mario. He tried, he swing, you know, on air, but, you know, it was just a bad fight, a bad game plan. Whatever put the game plan for Martella, he's a stupid ass, needs to be retired. needs to get fucking out of there because that was a terrible, terrible game plan. Martella should not be losing in the first round that fight to Marius. At least go to the second round. You should at least move a little bit more. You should at least watch film. I don't know if Polish fighters watch films. I don't know. But I don't think Martella watched films at all. Because if he did, he wouldn't get beat by Roberto the way he did, and he wouldn't get beat by Pujanowski the way he did. But hey, like they wanted to call was a legend versus legend fight. So what's the legend in there? Who's the legend? Tell me who's the legend. Marius is the legend because he coming out from other sports, and for his age, he's still fighting young guys and he's still beating young guys. And before he used to fight guys that were not fighters. Now he's fighting legitimate fighters, man. I consider myself a fighter, and he said it in there for 3 rounds. You know, he in there they fit him a little cans, you know, a little guys in there to Mario to get his grip back. But they put him against a really tough competition, and he keep doing it, man. So let's see it. But my hopes are coming to KSW as that. I'm talking with other promotions now. I don't know if my contract with KSW is still good or not. I don't think it is. But I'm assuming after this interview, I'm never going to be back to KSW because they never going to want me back because they know I talk too much shit. And I'm always going to talk. You know, what is right is right. What is wrong is wrong. So I'm going to tell them every time they're right, they're wrong. Every time they're wrong, they're wrong. And they don't like when I do that. They're always telling me to be quiet. And, you know, and I'm never going to be quiet. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm always going to tell people when they're wrong. So after this interview, I'm expecting not to get a call from KSW. This contract is over. My legacy in KSW, I guess I'm a legend because I got 3 times fight of the year in a row in KSW. I got the awards right there in my living room. So I guess next time I come to Poland, I want to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. If Martella goes in the Hall of Fame in fucking Poland, they better put me in the Hall of Fame in Poland. That's all I'm gonna say. Otherwise, I'm gonna burn this fucking shit down. Because ain't nobody deserves to be in the Hall of Fame more than me. And whatever, you know, if Martella be in the Hall of Fame, if he's a legend, I'm a legend. So
Bombardier in July fight on second Freak Fight Federation in Poland, Prime MMA.
No way.
Yes.
Bombardier?
Yes, in Prime MMA. This is the second Freak Fight Federation in Poland.
That's I mean, Polish fighters like you. I mean, Polish fans like that. You guys like the freak shows. You know, he's entertaining, but I mean, they're making money. It's all about the money, you know, by the end of the day, you know. But hey, put a freak show in there, but put like some good fights there too, so people can actually enjoy the fights, you know. Well, it's no fights like that. I don't even know when is Roberto's going to fight in there, because right now Roberto is the middleweight champion and the welterweight champion, right?
Roberto have a last fight in contract with KSW now.
Now, I don't think he's going to fight there.
Maybe with Mamet, second fight.
After that fight, come on. You guys want to see Mamet again? You guys are hopeful. That's what I like about Polish. I love Mamet. Don't get me wrong. Mamet is one of my idols. I love Mamet. But after getting knocked out the way he did, I mean...
Mamet lose first fight with Askam, and then second fight, Mamet win in 50 seconds.
Yeah, that kick, right? That spinning kick that he threw was slick.
Yeah.
That was fucking slick. I watch every time I only watch three fights now. Mamet and Pujanowski. That's it. That's only 2 fighters against KSW. If they fight, I buy the pay-per-view, watch those two fights and go and turn around. I'll be like, you know what? I'll give you your money. Or I go and stream it, I'll hack, stream it live, not give you any money, watch the fights, and I'll be like, all right, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? But other than that, nah, I don't watch any more fights in Castelli because I don't see anybody there that is like appealing, and they didn't bring any good fighters yet in there. They have so many guys coming in and out of KSW, so many guys, and nobody in there stay more than 4-fight deal. Nobody stay more than 3 fights. Tell me one foreign fighter that fought for KSW more than 6 times. Other than Phil the Fries now.
Yes, Phil the Fries is one of the.
He's the only one.
Yes.
And it's because he's a champion. Soon as he loses the belt.
Saladin Parnat in featherweight.
Okay. 2. And because they were the champions. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me one guy other than the champions staying in the KSW for more than 4 fights. Not one. Tell me.
Philip Page have 4 fights now in KSW. I think.
No, 3.
3 fights?
3 fights.
Rajewski.
It's not a lot of fighters.
Wait a second.
KSW, they don't give you a chance to renew the contract. Did you ever hear KSW people announcing, oh, I just re-signed another 4-fight deal with KSW?
I see a Sherdog page. Philip Page fights in KSW 7 times.
7 times, okay. Not a lot of fights. Other 1,000 fighters, only 1 or 2 fighters.
Yeah.
And because they were champions. And because they won the belt, otherwise they wouldn't be there. Did you ever heard anybody else, any foreign fighter coming out and being happy and signing a contract, be like, hey, I'm resigning with KSW. I got another 4-fight deal with them, like they do in the UFC? Tell me one person that you saw doing that. I never seen it. Other than Ahmed, Pujanowski, but they don't even resign it or fight deal because they're already just there. So they don't only need to. They go by 1 fight. So, but that's it. On my fight, when I fought Martella, I heard we did so good on the pay-per-views. We didn't get no pay-per-view money. I didn't get no pay-per-view money. And I headlined that fight in Warsaw. So, I got a little pull. I mean, I don't think I'm more than anybody else, but my fights in this speak for themselves. My resume, winning or losing in KSW, my resume always speak for themselves. I always came out there and I always fought my ass off. Always. I never went there and fought like a fucking slob. I never went there just to get a paycheck. Every time I went there, I earned my paycheck. I got into a fight. I always get beat up or beat people up, but it's always a fight. By the time the fight is over, you can see to all my opponents always all fucked up. When I got knocked out, I wasn't fucked up. I got knocked out. But everybody else that I fought, they always got fucked up. Their face is always fucked up. It's a mess.
I think your 4 fight with Materla, it will be a very popular fight in Poland and very good money.
That would be the because we have a history. We have so much animosity towards each other.
Legend in KSW.
Yeah. Now we'll be in the heavyweight division. I told him I'll never go to an 85 anymore because I don't like cutting the weight. The max I'll go maybe 205, but 205 for me is cutting because right now I'm 240, 244. I'm a big guy. So I don't want to cut weight anymore. I like to walk around like this, eat whatever I want, and just be normal. But yeah, it will be good. The fourth fight with Martella, I beat him. I feel like I beat him twice. The first fight, I feel like I won. The second fight, I knock him out. The third fight, I might give it to him. Yeah. Well, Martella never gonna fight me again. Martella is terrified of me. Every time I see him, he turns around. I'm the only fighter that Martella never got a knockdown or anything like that. The only. Every single guy that he fought, he knocked him down, he rocked him, he make him bleed. But with me, he never done nothing. Nothing. He only kicked me in the balls every fucking time. In 3 fights. And all my 3 fights with Martella, I knock him down 2 times. The first fight, I knock him down once. The second fight, I knock him out. The third fight, I knock him down 2 times. He never knocked me down. He never hurt me. Never. Now when he put me in a triangle. Huh?
This is a very strong fight. Your 3 fights with Martella.
But I don't know if people want to see that anymore.
I want to see. I hope in the near future you are fighting Poland in KSW or Fame.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to fight him. I told him, listen, winner takes all. Even now, I raised the stakes. If he decides to fight me, winner wins all. I give him my purse. Whatever I make, if he beats me, he can take my whole fight purse. That's how confident I am that he can never beat me. If he beat me, I retire from MMA and I give him my purse. Whatever I get paid, he can keep it. But if I beat him, he gotta give me his fight purse. I know he's not gonna like that. Hell, fucking no. If I beat him, I just want him to retire, man, because I don't want to see him get hurt. Because if he fight me, I'm gonna knock him out. Because he's a recipe. He don't got no chin. He don't got no chin. If you touch the motherfucker, and I already know how to touch, I know how to touch that chin. And now my wrestling is way better than before, so I'm a problem for him. If he fights me, ain't no way he can beat me. Ain't no way in hell. He can take whatever he wants. He's not gonna beat me. Not Martella. Not Martella. I don't think Phil the Fries will ever beat me too. Not fucking. I'm sorry to say, but not Pujanowski. Those guys, I watched a lot of fights. I watched a lot of. I'm still a student of the game, so I'm still watching every single fight. I'm still learning everything. So, on those, especially with Polish fighters, they're like one trick pony. If they do something that really get them somewhere, they keep doing over and over and over and over and over. They predictable. They so predictable. I knew when I fought Marius for the first time that he only got the big loopy hand because that's how he knocked out the Gracie.
Yes,
the very first time. The very first time I was there, that's how he knocked him out. That's how he went and he got Bob Sapp. That's how he scares a lot of people off. So I knew that. I knew if I blocked that punch, I'll pretty much be okay. I don't have to worry about the hook because he don't throw pump. He throws there and comes forward. Martella's the same way. He throws there for the takedown.
And uppercut. Yes.
The uppercut because Martella didn't move.
Yes.
So
yes.
He stayed in
stay
there.
In one place.
And guess the uppercut, he threw the uppercut from the bottom. All Martella had to do is do this and would have touched him first. Martella didn't do nothing. He stayed right there in front of him. He threw overhand. He stayed right there. And the uppercut, it came from right here. Boom. But that was a fucking strong punch. Marius got power, man. And I'm telling you, the more he's training, the better he's getting. I mean, he's getting good. He's getting really good. But put that out there. Guess W. You guys fuck over all the foreign fighters. That's fucked up for you guys to do. Honor your fucking contracts. If you guys want to fucking make us go all the way over there and fight your fucking countrymen and try to give you guys a fucking good show and make you guys some money, at least what you guys can do is treat us right, man. Fucking honor your contract. Give people fights the way you guys supposed to do it, man. Don't promise the world and don't do shit, Do the shit that you're supposed to be doing. Let us fight. Let us fight a contract. The contract should be honored all the way through. If you got a full fight deal, you fight your full fights, winning or losing, and then you get the fuck out. But okay, now it's like you fight 4 fights. If you lose 2, they let you go. Okay then. But at least honor your fucking shit for once. Especially the people that try to be a fucking company man, like I did.
Jay, yes, speak.
I'm mad because I did them a favor, the big favor with Pujanowski, and I didn't get nothing back. They don't pay my bills. They don't even once a month send me some money. Hey, Jay, here you go, because you're not fighting. Let's see whatever you're doing. We don't know how you're doing here. I ain't got shit. But so it's really fucked up. They own me. Guess that they own me. It's not like I own them. They own me. If I was Pujanowski, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me fight Jay again. No, let me finish this guy for once for all. Let me shut him up. I love Pujanowski. Nothing but love and respect for that guy. But I'm always up to a challenge. And a challenge to that caliber, that would make me wake up. I'm going to put them all over my walls if that happened,
We send this challenge to Mariusz. I promise.
Huh?
We send your challenge to Mariusz. I promise.
That's not going to happen. When you send the challenge, put it. When the Mario rematch anybody that he beats. Put that in the underline. When Jay would like to be the first one that Mario beat him and give him a chance to fight him again. I heard that he was thinking about fighting Erico June. Look at Erico June. Same thing. He came to KSW because he was so hype on Instagram. On Instagram. He bought a lot of eyes to KSW. He fought one time, beat the guy up. Fought the second time, beat the guy up. What happened? He lost to Mariusz. Boom. His career just stagnant. What happened to him? He beat 2 guys and he lost 1. And now he's not there anymore? That's fucked up. And I know, unless he signed a 3-fight deal, I know KSW always sign you for 4-fight deals. 4. So he got 1 missing. What happened to him? And the fights that he fought was pretty good. He knocked both the guys out. And he got finished by, did he get finished by Mariusz or not? No.
Yes, Mariusz beat him in second round.
Second round, yeah. But still, he did good, really good. So what happened to Erico June? They use him too.
Erico June fights in Germany.
Yeah, he fights in Germany, but why? He shouldn't be fighting in Poland.
GML.
He got a contract for Poland. Yeah, he's fighting for EMC events promotion.
German Fighting Championship. Championship.
Very good promotion that they building up. I'm hoping I'm looking forward to be going over there pretty soon and we talk
in this event a Polish freak fighter, Taxi
Zotuva. Polish fighters. Yeah, Polish fighter.
Yeah. Polish freak fighter, Taxi Zotuva. Biderko June. Yeah? Yes.
But it was a good fight.
I send you a link on this fight.
Okay, yeah, I want to see. I think I saw the fight, but it was so long ago. But yeah, but his last fight, that was the guy that he kicked this guy's legs the whole time. Wasn't his last? That was his last fight, right?
No. Last fight in April, Erico June.
I think one fight that he kicked the guy legs so bad that the guy quit. And the other guy, no, you're right. The last fight was the Polish guy that he knocked him out. Eric knocked him out. Yeah, that was the last one. But the one before that was really good. Eric will kick his fucking legs off, and the guy was like, fuck out of here. He quit. Was a Brazilian guy, I think. Was really good. So that's what my point being is like, what happened to the foreign fighters? Why KSW can't honor the fucking contracts like they do with the Polish fighters? Why they keep bringing the same guys to fight over and over and over again? just like that guy that they put to fight Pujanowski way back in the days, that judo guy, the old judo guy. You remember him? There was an Olympics.
Szymon Kołecki. Yes.
He was so old when he fought Marius, man. He couldn't even breathe. What happened to him?
Pudzianowski lost to injury.
Huh?
Injury. Pudzianowski have an injury in this fight.
Yeah. Pujanowski won.
Lost this fight.
No, he won. I was there. I fought that fight. I was there. I fought
Szymon win with Pudzianowski.
I think we might not be talking about the same guy. He's a judo guy. He used to be in the Olympics. Judo.
Paweł Nastula, Polish field fighter in Pride. Yes.
Yeah. Pujanowski beat him up. And he was old. He was old. He was really old.
45 years, Nastula.
Come on. And they tell me that I'm old? Come on, man. Come on. They go sign all these legends because they're on the Olympics and this and that, and they fuck themselves up. The problem is every fucking fighter that gets up to try to be behind end up losing. The fucking the what is his name? The guy that was in Olympics for wrestling that fought Martella. The Martella knocked him out.
Damian Janikowski.
See? They will put in everything on that guy. He's going to be the next big thing, the next legend. Keeps losing the fight. Lost to Martella. Lost to the Joker with the exclamation point kick. Like, come on, man. Like
in March, Damian win with Jakubiec for TKO.
Yeah. See? Every fucking fight, every Polish fighter that they put all the chips on, that they think they're going to be the next ones, they always lose. So why they don't fucking try to bet on the a foreign fighter to see if they're gonna come out or something? They don't do that. Maybe that's what they need to do, or maybe not. Maybe leave Fame to take over the MMA in there and give people a lot of opportunities, man. But I'm here.
You are good in Fame because you are a good fighter and good trash talker.
I'm not a trash talker. I know how to talk. I know how to sell a fight. And if I see something's wrong with you, I'm gonna tell you. It's not about me being trash talker. If I'm a trash talker, I back it up. Winning or losing, I go there and I fight. I don't go there like you never see me in a boring fight. I might lose the fight, but I'm gonna fight. So I'm gonna sell the fight. I'm gonna sell the hell out of the fight. But I'm gonna go there and fight too.
In Fame, J fighters fight in a Rome cage. This is a 3 meters to 3 meters cage. Small cage.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
In Fame?
Yes, in Fame.
Oh, well, that's better. That means there's no way to run.
Can you fight in Rome cage in Fame?
Yeah, I got a small cage here. Cage is a cage, man. It's a fight. What are you going to do? He's not running. If I fight a good wrestler guy, he needs to take me down on the middle of the cage. If the cage is small, he's gonna have to take me down on the cage. And if he take me down in the cage, it's easy for me to get up. It's pros and cons. If you're a good striker and the guy is a good striker, he's gonna be a good fight because he's gonna be right there. If you're a wrestler, he's pros and cons to everything. So it might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing, but you'll find out. I fought my whole life. I fought in small cages. I never always fought in big cages. Remember, Castelli, when we fought in the ring was small. The ring was really small. So, it is what it is. So, I just want to fight again. I don't have that much time to be fighting. I want to retire soon. But as long as my body allow me to fight and I feel good as I feel and I'm healthy, here and there, when I train, I get a little injured. But thank God it's nothing major, I got a little scared with Kita, and I apologize, man. I wish the Kita the best because he's a really good fighter. He's a guy that goes there to fight too. The motherfucker is not playing. He goes there to try to rip your head off. Kita, you gotta come with a really, really good game plan because that guy comes to fight. So, and that's the fights that that excite me that I like. But I really would love to fight again. Pujanowski or Martella or the new guy. The tattoo guy, the old guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ruja.
I want to fight him because he always been one of those guys that everybody think is striking is so outstanding. I always wanted to challenge myself against that guy, always. So maybe we see what fame can do for us or whatever. Because I don't believe in KSW. KSW, I don't believe anything they say anymore because they lie. They lie too much. They lie to me way too many times. So I'm not. I know for a fact after this interview, I'm not gonna get a fight to KSW ever again. So
tomorrow I go to Babylon MMA. This is a free MMA stage in Poland, and I talk with Tomasz to your person to fight you in Babylon.
What is that? What is Babylon?
Babylon MMA. This is a medium MMA arena in Poland.
Okay. I'm down, man. I love Poland. I don't mind coming to Poland and fight again, man. I love you guys. That's the problem. I've really got good response from Polish fans, man. You guys either love it or hate it. You guys is not in between. If you guys hate a fighter, you guys let them know that you hate it. But if you love them, you guys let them know that they love them. And until now, I have so much support from Polish. I always got people calling me, hey, when you coming back? When you coming back? When you coming back? I'm like, I'm the only foreign fighter that they really remember because I did something right in there. I'm in the like Martin said, I'm in the record. I made record. I was the first fighter in Poland to have a trilogy. The first trilogy in Poland history was mine and Martella. The very first the fight of the year was mine and Martella. The very first.
I think this is a European trilogy.
Yeah. So I made history already. So that's what I'm saying. I gotta be. If I never fight in KSW again, I have to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. They have to, because I already did too much for that organization. Not too much. I did it so much in that little space that I fought in there that if they never want to see me fight in there, when they start inducting people to the Hall of Fame, Mehmet Khalidov, Marty Pujanowski, Mikhail Martella, Jay Silva, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, no. They got I'm wrong. Mehmet Khalidov, Pujanowski, Martella. What's the light heavyweight champion?
Heavyweight champion?
The light heavyweight.
Tomasz Narkun.
Tomasz Narkos, and then can be Bedorf. Because, they're going to put all the Polish fighters first.
But Tomasz Narkun now is not to be a champion.
No?
Turkish fighter beat him.
Oh, yeah? But light heavyweight?
Yes, light heavyweight, we have a new champion in KSW.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. See, I don't even watch them anymore because I thought he was still a light heavyweight. Oh, man. I know. So how many Polish heavyweights they got in there now?
In heavyweight...
champions. No, champions. How many champions Polish?
Champion. Sebastian Przybysz in bantamweight. Lightweight Marian Ziółkowski. And no many more.
That's sad, man. And they looking for chances to give people to beat them up. So now, the way I see this, since Marty won his last 2 fights, he's gonna fight for the title. That's the plan, because they always wanted Marty to be the champion of KSW, and I wanted to see that too, because honestly speaking, I think he deserves it. He paid his due, so he'll be a really cool fight, fun fight to watch, because Marty is a very durable fighter. He's not a jiu-jitsu guy, because every time that he lost is by Kimura. You can choke Mario. You always going to be Kimura, armbar. Got to be something with the legs or arms, because he's too muscular. If you do your game plan right, it's easy. So if they put Marius to fight the champion, the Fries, that's the fight I would like to see next. But we already know what's going to happen, because it's a cut and dry fight. So let's see it. Let's see what the options that the KSW have now for the future. What's the biggest fights? I want to see this. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna see it later on to see the results against the tattooed guy and the other guy, the black guy. They bought a black guy for him to fight from K1. So I want to see that fight. I want to see what happens, and hopefully one day, if when I'm inducted in the Hall of Fame, I'll talk more shit about him and see if I can get a fight in there. If not, man, yeah, I'll talk to whatever you want to talk in there. Tell I'm looking for a fight. You know, I want to fight in Poland again. I want to retire in Poland. You know, my whole goal was to retire in Poland. You know, I fought all over the world. I got to know so many people. I saw the reaction of so many people, and the reaction that I loved the most was the Polish fans. So, you know, I'm 40 years old right now. I'm not going to fight like Marius until like 43, 45, whatever. I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that. Thank God. You know, God bless me with a good life. You know, that fight is not everything in life. He's things there for me to do now that I'm investing that I want to do. I want to be able to spend time with my kids, you know, and I want to spend a lot of time with my daughter. So hopefully, soon I'll be spending a lot more time with my daughter, and I don't need to be doing that because my parents don't like my mother hates when I fight. My father hates when I fight. So I'm sure that my daughter not gonna like her father fighting. She's still young. So uh I don't know. I don't know how much longer I got for this fighting. I'm still feeling pretty good. I can still go to the gym and beat all the young guys in the gym. So, you know, as long as my body allows me, I'm gonna keep doing. But the moment that I don't feel good in there, I'm gonna quit. So, but for me, honestly, I wanna fight at least 2, 3 more times, and I wanna call it a day because I feel like now that I'm wiser, the problem with fighting is like when you're young, you think you got all the time in the world to do everything you want to do, but you don't because you're not smart enough. You don't see the picture. You see a small picture. You don't see the longer picture, you know. But you're so young, you just want to go and do whatever. And when I was young, I thought I have so much time in the world. I want to do all this. Now that I'm old, now that I'm old, I'm not just going there and fight. I stop and think about it, and I watch the guy fighting first, and I see what he does, what he don't do, and then I go out there and I try to do it and see if it works, and it works. Even when I go spar, before I spar with anyone, with the guys that I'm sparring, I like to watch them spar first so I can see what they do, and then I go out there and spar. I don't go blindfolded, you know. So now that I feel like I'm smart, I take less risks. I take more risks. I do more crazy shit because I know unpredictable is always good. Now that I feel like I'm wiser, I'm older, I'm wiser, I don't get fights. Look at Anderson Silva. The older he's getting, the better he's getting, man, because you're wiser. You see things just differently. It's not like when you're young and people think, yeah. Look at Mario's. Mario didn't do as good as he's doing now. The older he's getting, the better he's getting too. Like I feel like fighters, the older we get, the more the fire we get in here, and the wiser we see things. I don't. Maybe it's just me. I just see things differently now. I see things way different, and now that I see things in a different light, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get a fight and see if I can actually get there and see if that all the knowledge, all the my fighter IQ that I have now is gonna show up in a fight, and I can get a fight. Nobody want to fight me now. So I was talking to Bigfoot Silva. I challenged him. I asked him to fight me. He said no. Everybody wants money. It was like, nah, fuck that, you know. So I'm like, I want to fight people that I like, people that people know. I don't want to fight those new guys, the new fighters coming up and shit, trying to make a name out of me. No, I want to make fights that make sense, that make money for me. If not, what's the point? I don't need to fight a Joe Nobody because they want to fight Jay Silva because Jay Silva got a name. I want to fight somebody that already got a name that, you know, it's a stage too. It's money to make. And if he's looking, if I'm going to fight one of those little guys that nobody knows and they're going to try to make the name out of me, I'm going to get paid. If not, it's no point. I don't need to be fighting. Like I said, I don't need to be fighting anymore. my life is good already. So I'm
This
good.
is your job. This is your job, and you.
Yeah, this exactly. That's my job now. But that's not my job. That's my hobby. I have a job. I have a career. I have a company. You know, I want to invest in my company, do more things with my company. I got a JRNR company. I got a supplement company that I'm trying to promote, and I'm trying to make it bigger. You know, so I don't need to do that anymore. So I want to invest in my companies way more. This is a hobby for me. So I want to finish my hobby, because as long as I got my hobby, I'm always going to feel the way I feel, because I'm telling you this because BJ Penn is a good friend of mine, and every time I see him, he still have the desire to fight. And we're like, BJ, no, but he's like, man, I want to fight. He's got it himself, you know. He's a fighter for life. So, you know, I don't want to feel the same way. It's like, I see my friend Tito Ortiz the same way. Yeah, you know, they retired, but they still got the edge. They still want to fight, and they still do good when they fight. So I want to make sure that when I said no, I'm done, and I'm just going to be focused on one person only, and that's going to be my daughter, and that's it.
I understand you. Thank you for our long interview, Jay. I wish you all the best, and I hope you fight in Poland in near the future. Because
let's see it, man. Let's hope.
In one and or two or third fights in Poland, because you are a good fighter, you are a good person. I remember your fight with Materla, and this is one of the best fights in Poland.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I put a lot of sweat and tears to those fights, man, and it paid off. So make sure when you put in your interview, I want to be called a legend.
Yeah, Jay.
Because if he's a legend,
Joseph.
If he's a legend, that's the title right there, legend. Because if Martelli's a legend, I deserve to be called a legend, because I did everything he did. You know, maybe I didn't accomplish. I was a champion. I knocked him out, so I was a champion for one fight. So even though I didn't have the belt, but I was a champion. I got a belt right here. I won, so I was a champion. So it is what it is. If they call him Martelli a legend, I'm a fucking legend in that fucking sport. All right, and I never got beat up by no welterweight, and I never got beat up by no heavyweight. You know, and all the legends in there getting beat up by welterweight. So it's sad to say, but it is what it is. You know, time catch up to all of us. So let's be productive, man. Martin, guess that. Stop fucking with fighters. Stop fucking with foreign fighters, man. We're not just the fucking disposable. We fucking people. We human beings just like the Polish fighters, and we deserve a little bit more respect. If you fucking sign a contract with fighters and you give a fighter a contract for 4-fight deal, try to honor the 4-fight deal or 2-fight deal, man. Don't tell them, yeah, we're going to fight. We're going to find you a fight, and the contract is for 6 months, and next thing you can find a fight for 6 months, and you tell them they got to fuck off. That's not right, man. Fucking honor your shit. I'm hurt with KSW because that's what they did to me. I did a favor for them when I fought Pujanowski, and nobody thanked me. Till today, nobody thanked me. I didn't get not a penny more than I got paid. Not a penny more. They didn't even be like, you know what? Just because you did that favor to us, here's a little bit more money for you. Or here's a little bit more something. Oh, come over here and do this. Nothing. They didn't give me a goddamn shit. And they promised me the world until it's been like fucking 4 years or more, and I ain't seen shit. So that's fucked up, man. That's all.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. All right, brother.
Cheers.
All right.